God says today, you may be feeling conflicted. Many of you are stepping into new paths, aching new steps in your journey, and it's not always easy to trust if you are doing the right thing. Whether this is really the path you should go down and worry about how things might turn out. You may have to leave people, places, and things behind you, which in itself can be a wrench and can get you wondering if you are doing the right thing. What you need to do is connect with your higher self and connect with your guides and angels to know that are supported and protected in this, and to check into that guidance that aligns to your higher truth. Don't let seeds of doubt fester and turn into something bigger that stops you in your tracks. Find your balance and remind yourself of your inner guidance. Then take a few deep breaths, then take those steps forward. You've got this. You can do it. God says, what you need and understanding what your body is telling you and what is happening energetically, about learning your own cycles of when to ebb and flow. The universe is asking you to slow down just for a bit and replenish yourself at this time. There is a lot that's been going on energetically, and it's also a time of ushering new beginnings, which can take a lot of energy from you. All this needs balancing out in order for you to be at your best. When you keep pushing on without taking chance to replenish your energy, it can lead to things such as burnout. Not being able to perform or illness. Don't wait for something like this to force you to take a time out. Instead, make sure you are taking that time for you to slow down, rest and replenish. Schedule time if necessary so that you build a regular habit for this. You can release your unhappiness. Trust that you hold the power to be happy. Your healing is hinged on how you view our world. If you feel unhappy or unlucky, you could benefit from committing to a more positive attitude. Be open to the signs and signals that are continually part of your reality to guide you. Type yes to affirm. You are working on an inner level to let go of past pains and open up to your empowerment, dignity, and grace in this present moment. Your spirit seeks to infuse this healing process you have been going through into your body, mind, and soul. Take the time to care and nurture yourself. The process of healing and growth. Someone close to your heart is putting you in big trouble. This person is going through a stagnation phase where they feel disconnected from you. They have emotionally withdrawn and walked all out of your life. This person is afraid to tell you that they don't feel the security and stability they once used to feel when you both were in a happier phase of our life. This might be someone you had family with or still have, or you both used to feel at home with each other. But things are not the same anymore, as this person is now bored and they lack the courage to tell of that. For some, this person is in need of a change. They are greedy and now want something or someone better. There is a new love that this person might be interested in, and hence they are turning their back on you. This person might be planning to relocate and could be taking the guidance of family and friends to move forward. I see a masculine energy feel frustrated and fed up of how things have been. This person could have some relationships and some karmic ties in their life which have been holding them back. This person has been feeling every bit of their emotions these days, and it seems quite difficult for them to put up the show this way. It's a very clear message of realization that where they are is not the place they feel connected to. This person I see has a deep urge to talk and communicate with you. They are seeing you as someone who has sorted their life out, and you are using your strength to choose what is correct for you and let go what is not. This person wants to tell you to break your silence on something. This person does not understand why have you changed so much. See, initially with them you were very different, and now they are seeing a very different side of you. This person now senses an extreme energetic connect with you, and there is so much that they feel and want to say. This is frustrating them. I see that this person might send a message or try to communicate after 2 days or so to understand where are you at. This time this person has realized that there is something very strong between you both, but looks like you don't feel the same anymore. You have seen a better vision and have got a better understanding for yourself now. This is a beautiful time in nature to take some time out this weekend. Taking a leap of faith into what our heart desires is the key for long-lasting happiness. Focus on the blessings in your life, and having gratitude will help you find peace and abundance. Keeping your heart open and pushing away negative thoughts, spend quality time in solitude resting. Releasing and cleansing your energy to welcome in new beginnings. If you're fortunate to be near a park or a beach, meditation will be amplified in these places. Reflecting your soul center to hat your heart desires. The power of music is a meditational time to take things down and flow with a more gentle ace of life. Creating energetic space in your life and schedule for yourself and the people you care most about. There may also be a situation you may be experiencing a challenge or an important decision that needs to be made. Take your time and follow your heart. Don't let no one influence our mind. Step outside in nature to notice the beauty all around you. Someone from your past hasn't gotten over a conflict you both had. It's actually been on their mind a lot lately, and they're wondering whether they should approach out to talk about it. This isn't necessarily a romantic connection. It could be a friend or family member who did you wrong. This person acted quite slyly and deceived you at the end, leaving you sad and confused. Since then, you have picked yourself up and have been moving on with our life. However, from time to time, this person crosses your mind, perhaps more so recently. They've been thinking of whether to send you a message or continue on their own path. They understand their feelings about this situation now, but they still don't want to drop their guard just in case they get hurt. I actually see that this person's whole behavior has been about trying to protect themselves from pain. They push others away before they have to open up about their emotions. There is romantic feelings, deep love for the other person. But there is suppression of expression of love. This person is not speaking their truth in front of anyone. There is deep desire to come out and impulsively communicate because this could have been going on from long. This could be water or air sign, or could be any sign. This person is stuck in a marriage or pressure of society. This person has been in this uncomfortable place in life, which has given a deeper understanding about a lot of things in their life. But they still keep being stuck in this marriage or family ways, just juggling things, fulfilling their responsibilities. The advice for this person is to come out in public. Maybe people will understand their point of view. I see that there is huge burden this person is carrying on their mind. This person could be going through depression. They are just finding escape in their job or work, but the cards are showing me that they are feeling helpless and lonely inside, worried, not having enough sleep. They need mental rest badly. Divine Feminine, you can feel everything will work out how it is designed to. You are starting to move deeper into surrender and giving the outcome to God. Instead of trying to control things, you now are really seeing that this does not speed up the process. You know deep down inside what is meant for you will not pass out by. Throughout this time, things may still feel motionless and no real glimpse of change seems to be there. And that is not stopping you now from believing how much you deserve your divine masculine. You are now choosing to not participate in fear any longer. You are seeing how it derails your own process with your twin flame. Divine masculine, you are feeling more optimistic about your divine feminine. You can see a change happening in her, and it intrigues you to know what's going on. You are seeing your divine feminine strength and determination in there. Life and this quality may be very attractive to you now. Your life is starting to feel less heavy, and you are starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. You know intuitively to keep moving forward. It seems like you're such a dreamer in any aspects. Out are open for new ideas that will bring you good in this lifetime. However, there is someone here is having such immature emotions/behavior when it comes to life. This person tend to be quite controlling in their life doing/try everything to be in their way. You are guided to try to go within to take back all your power. I'm told most of you are controlled by the ideas of your mind and neglecting your own heart needs / truly desire. You or this person may be feeling scared or fears of ejection / commitment when it comes to love, hence why you're focusing on material realm. I heard him dating you for who you are, not your money. So my souls, this is really your time to do teamwork between you and yourself, head and heart, as well as teamwork with the person you truly love in your heart. Look back and take a look who has your heart this whole time, and go for it. It is safe for you to trust this situation. This relationship / connection isn't the was both of you thought. It's so much more than what it looks like. This is unconditional love. Hence why you always have them in your heart / heart. This is divine counterpart connection, your other half. Decisions and choices next to sacred connections. So I feel someone has a tough decision to make about a relationship. Do they want it? I feel with walking away they may decide to leave this behind. The person they're dealing with has a lot of demons and deep-seated issues and needs deliverance of the demons controlling them. When someone has a lot of hado work, it causes a relationship to be easily sabotaged and for the other person to get hurt easily. As people can operate from elfishness, careless and a mean energy with the demons controlling them. If you want to operate from your heart space and have a connection, not having any kind of programs or restrictions on it, that's a different story. But both people have to be on same page. Mixing with different people's energies not in an exclusive relationship is not going to do your energy in favors, though. You are going to get a lot of energy infiltration from that. I do feel that this person is holding back from contacting you. However, they are really missing you and along for you so deeply. I also feel like some of you have got a twin flame lurking in the background. This may be your destined husband / wife. This person lurks your social media frequently. See, for many of you, your inner is becoming a lot more balanced and you're becoming aligned to your highest vibration. A lot of clearing around the stomach of blockages, causing digestive issues and bloating. Shifts in personal power and understanding of your own Christed identity meaning. Who you really are beyond false pretenses displayed to the world. Change now is here for you to build your dream life. In the past, you've been hurt a lot in so many or certain ways. But now you're slowly able to enjoy the comfort that the universe is trying to offer you. For some of you have been realizing this is blessing in disguise. There was imbalance in your energy and it affecting the others, perhaps your love and general life. But you're expanding in growth as a person and spiritually. Material realm / financial are most likely the blockage from a successful here. The reason I say this is because most of you are way too focused on material. Realm as you may want to bring comfort in this lifetime, but little do you know. You're neglecting your own needs that coming from your heart. Most of divine masculine is acting okay and busy, but deep down they are feeling emptiness from the heart. The longing of fill the void and wish his feminine is with him in every steps. Dem, you knew this woman is your empress. This is your time to make the decision and take the action from your heart. If you know her worth and love her, man up. You will be surprised how she will support and love you. For some, you're guided to step back in your own power, emotions, not ego. Ask the spirit what you need, and you will receive it within no time. You always know your own answers deep down. Listen to our soul's guidance. Your heart is always trying to guide you in the right direction or you toward love, happiness, and fulfillment. You can feel when something is guided because it will feel light, sparkly, and positive. You can feel when something is against your highest good because it will feel heavy, constricted, and bad. Practice this, and you will get better and better at knowing your true guidance. Always trust yourself. If you find this challenging, begin to spend some time in meditation, sitting quietly and allowing your analytical mind to grow silent. Allow the thoughts to drift away. In the silence, you gain a deeper and more direct connection with your true guidance. You are loved unconditionally by your twin flame. This love has and will never ever go away. That is impossible. They are the other half of your soul. They are you. You do not need to do anything to be loved. You are enough. You are worthy. You are all that is. Everything meant for you is yours and will flow back to you. Nothing ever really left, just in 3D perspective, which isn't even real. Once we understand this fact, we can surrender. Once you know your worth, you will not reach to another for something you can get within. Plus, in this journey, until you do, your twin flame will be out of reach. When my twin flame and I separated, initially I chased, and I was hurting, looking to him for validation of my worth, and every time I reached to, he said something hurtful, and I knew in order to decrease my suffering was to go within. I was doing Cassidy Kane's twin flame meditation at the time, which is, and it's a guided meditation to reconnect with the love energy within, and I just couldn't do it. At the time, I couldn't see my twin in a loving way, and so reached to Source for love, which ultimately brought me back to loving my twin flame. Source love is the pool of love our twin flame exists in. It is important to first give our love, O Source, then to our twin flame as Source. It is the reason for all. Source brought us to our twins. Source's love is constant, just as our twin flame's love is. This helped me greatly to release the struggle in my twin flame journey. 11. Highly recommend reconnecting with Source's love, and this will bring you back to your twin flame's love within. There is a higher purpose to all of this. Every single hurt, every painful experience needs all for our growth. We are growing and healing. We are closer to the light, which is all blissful and loving, no matter what happens externally. However, when we get here, we end up attracting miracles in our physical reality. It's just important that we know we already have this. In law of attraction, vibration precedes creation. You have all the tools within you for everything you want to happen. And if you truly want it, it's yours. Just switch your mindset into eing that you have it already. Intense energetic waves, dramatic changes possibly occurring in your reality. Chaos and Boo intertwined. The unexpected shows up unannounced. The eclipse is doing what it's supposed to, forcing away all that's not of your highest good. Things could get worse before they get better. Trust in a higher plan. That's the most interesting thing to do right now. Old layers and connections are being removed, with your participation or divinely. A she to the next level is happening. Let the energy work on you. Things may not feel clear or make sense just now. Receive the upgrade. God saying today, refill your inner cup. Have compassion for yourself and others. How do you hear the true needs of your soul? Do they whisper, or do they have to scream to be heard? Do you ever stop to listen to the messages from your body? Or are you caught in a trap of self-criticism and harsh judgment, pushing yourself to be perfect? You've been prioritizing your masculine energy, which governs decision-making, planning, goal-setting, and problem-solving. The feminine voice of your heart, body, and spirit has been drowned out, but she now needs to be heard. See yourself sitting with Kulan Yin. Bathed in her peach-colored radiance, allow any guilt about being cared for to melt away. Imagine a cup inside you being abundantly refilled. What is your feminine energy asking for? It's time to prioritize receiving love, friendship, self-care, nurturing food, gifts, compliments, relaxation, fun, and healthy pleasures. What you're seeking will only come from loving yourself just as you are. Give your cares and worries to us angels, and allow us to take you burdens. Have you asked us angels for help with your situation? We can only help if you give us remission. Right now, close your eyes and take a deep cleansing breath. Then mentally call upon your guardian angels and the archangels to help you. Don't outline how you want to be helped. Just tell us what situation you'd like help with. Most important, be open to receiving help as it comes to you. The help might be in the form of a hunch, an intuitive idea, or direct intervention. If you receive any repetitive guidance, it's important that our follow it. Ask Raphael to surround anything needing healing with his emerald green aura. The crystals that are aligned with Raphael's healing energy are emeralds and malachite. When we're close to people, we tie ourselves to them. We follow them everywhere. There's a thread that holds us together. But then there will be a time when following them everywhere will feel like chasing. We continue chasing them because some knots are tied around our holiness to theirs, our souls to theirs, our fingers to theirs, and our hearts to theirs. But we should know when to let go of the kite. We keep fighting against the turbulence, and the thread hurts us. We don't always have to chase them. We can go home before the sight of the sun is long gone. I'm here to leave my footprints with my people, not to chase the ones they leave behind. You're a deeply compassionate being. Allow the light of your goodwill to shine to the world. Accept the care that the Creator has for you. You are loved and immensely ovable. True compassion starts with yourself. Gently, lovingly, and unconditionally accept yourself just as you are. It isn't necessary to be perfect, and there's no one that you need to please but your higher self. The more you can release judgments and negative beliefs about ourselves, the more true compassion you'll have for others. Be gentle with yourself and cherish who you really are. It's time to release guilt and shame because they no longer serve you. Forgive yourself and others. Anytime you notice a negative thought about yourself crop up, immediately replace it with a positive one. This is a really nice energy after the message yesterday. Isn't it funny how quickly we transition through the energies now? One day you may be feeling lethargic, anxious, and emotional, while the next day you could back on top of the world feeling confident and successful again. The Sun and the Fool are both major arcana, which means this energy is here to stay for a while and isn't a day-to-day message. The Sun radiates positivity, success, and abundance, so no matter what you do next, you're bound to succeed and also offer light to those around you. You're most likely feeling ambitious and adventurous, ready to explore something new. There could be some really good news on its way, which you'll be screaming with joy about. It's time to celebrate where you've been and prepare for what's ahead. Opportunities are endless at the moment, and the coming months will be so much brighter than the last few. Your energy levels are increasing, leaving you with the motivation to pursue what you'd previously put on hold. The desire to jump into something new is profound, and if you feel the urge, then go for it. This is the time where new businesses will grow. Relationships will improve and new connections will come into our lives. What vibrant energy we have in store for the next few weeks or months. Feel your power and set to start something because you won't regret it. Owls are considered a symbol of wealth, prosperity, wisdom, good luck, and fortune. Spirit Owl is considered to be the wisdom bearer. Recalibration to a higher order of divine purpose is in progress. You shall soon recognize a truth that cuts through confusion and frees you to proceed with love, peace, and higher understanding. This is a blessing of creative psychological fire. Trust that the more you let go, the more you will experience renewal and stunning spiritual rebirth. The past is truly over, and a new era is dawning. The owl spirit animal represents your wisdom life lessons, learned and mastered, good judgment and knowledge. For its sharp vision and keen observation, you also possess strong insight and intuition. When you connect to your inner wisdom, your higher self, and allow it to guide you, you connect to an eternal power of your spirit that leads you to your dreams with ease and grace. When Spirit Owl appears in a reading, a mystery is soon to be solved, and the ensuing clarity will bring relief and spiritual reward. A Spirit Owl is a message bearer. This oracle is also a positive omen for your future, a sign that a seemingly impossible or impenetrable situation is unraveling. I think the hardest and most painful thing is often an indication of how much love it is or was also there. If love wasn't present, letting go would be easy. If love wasn't present, moving on would be something we do straightforward and consistently until we are through it. But sometimes we pause or freeze in our pain, sometimes turn back. We mourn over the things that didn't turn out how we hoped, not realizing there is blessing in breaking. We cry over what is lost, not knowing what is yet to be found. We take more steps back than we do forward. Our healing is its own journey. But one day you're going to realize what you deserve isn't to be frozen in a tundra of pain and heartbreak. You're going to make the decision and keep having to make the decision until that becomes the habit. And that is what you deserve in your life. Who deserves you and who has shown it? What it is you deserve to feel. What it is you truly want, and that's what you'll walk towards and choose. And what you'll realize is everything you deserve, the life, the people, the feelings, might have all been there, but you were frozen for a moment in our pain, too afraid to let it go that you didn't see it. But it's there. If only you find the courage to let go of what was, you'll be able to hold close what it is and always has been. Never settle for someone who tells you how much you mean to them, but never proves it. Someone who says all of the right things, but never does the right things. You should never be treated like a second choice. You should never be a part of the background, an afterthought. You should be the first and only person they think about when they wake up in the morning. Val should be the person they can't wait to see, the person they're eager to text back. Wait for someone who shows up on time, someone who follows through on their promises. Wait for someone who calls you up to deliver good news because you're the first person they thought of telling. Someone who makes an effort to include you in their life. Wait for someone who has an actual interest in what you have to say, not someone who wants you to be quiet so they can talk about their day. Not someone who is secretly thinking about other things while you speak. Wait for someone who makes it clear they care about you, that they're willing to commit to you. Someone who lets their friends, their parents, and their Facebook friends know that you are their person, forever and always. Please, never settle for someone who puts you second, because you deserve to be a first priority. Don't just be in the room, be present. Carve out space in your life specifically meant for them. Ask about their lives, their interests, their hobbies, even when none of them align with your own. Keep the promises you make as often as you are able. Make eye contact with them when they are talking to you. Put the phone down, even if you can talk and listen at the same time. Support them when they ask for help, especially when doing so is hard for them. Pay attention to the things they love, the things they talk about constantly, the things that ignite their passion. Encourage them to share with you, even if they try to say it's unimportant. Tell them their feelings matter, that they are valid. Be honest with them, but do so kindly. Learn the difference between what someone needs and what you need. They aren't often the same thing. Reach out to them when you haven't spoken in a while. Ask them how their day is, and then ask how they are. The answers may be more different they realize. Give them specific compliments, like about their sense of style or the way they care for people. Remind them that they are safe with you. Remember their birthday, their zodiac sign, their love languages. Give your platonic relationships the same attention you give your romantic ones. Make actual plans with them, and then follow through. Tell them when something reminds you of them, even if it's small. Don't be afraid to tell them that our life, your world. So, what's the weather like back there, you'll ask. What I want to say to you is that I absolutely miss being home. I miss sitting in the hall, which has that 43-inch fork TV, which we never have to put on, when we're all sitting together with our stories. I miss sitting in the bedroom with the balcony door open while it rains, as you keep telling me to keep it shut just so the mosquitoes can be kept out. I miss the childhood summer sun where we would peel fresh potatoes, slice them thin and keep them on the terrace to dry. I used to tell you to not take too much unnecessary work upon yourself, still do. But I miss the food you'd cook ever so lovingly for the four of us, every day without taking a day off. I struggle to fix a meal up for myself today, and trust me, when I take too much work upon myself, I think about how you should do the same, and still find it within you to have the loving energy to tell all those stories, be considerate enough to ask me to keep the balcony door hot each time it rains, be meticulous enough to make homemade chips, and still somehow always have it in you to give us so much without expecting anything in return. I could ask you what it takes to love like that. I could ask you what it takes to do something selfless and never feel tired. I could ask you what it feels like to care without asking for anything in return. But let me ask you something. What's the weather like back there? To this point, I have had heard and read enough of Paris. Paris that solely arrays love as a destructive process. A process that has been eating up souls for ages, making beings vulnerable, taking one's vulnerability to the zenith. However, everything on this earth has a flip side too, and this is a no exception to the phrase. One after another, ages after ages, have portrayed love in its most pessimistic light, making it look more like a saga of pain, whereas it has been an ocean of absolute tranquility, serenity, and composure. In actuality, this does the work of transforming burnt-down ashes into pieces of art that wholehearted portrays your being, rather abstaining it, fall for it, falling for it. Why 11 heal the wounds with a permanency? In the light of Disension, even the moon seems faded, lifeless. Love has possessed the way to peace since time immemorial. All in them exist. Because it exists, unveil its aura. Bring it to the table and watch it doing things around. Tie it down your to heart, for it keeps your heart lively. Makes you go miles, to extents that you didn't know existed, to lengths you didn't know you could have walked on. Going around everything, you are meant to find imperfections tied with humans, materials, moon and sun, precisely all things that subsists on this planet. So does emotions too. So does heart too. So does you and I too. Play around with love, let it grow inside you, deeper into you, into your being, soul, existence, and persistence. Let that break through the barricades and flow by your cheeks. Make a habit of pouring an ounce of it in other beings. Carry it to wherever you venture towards, on every journey that you make. This globe has had enough of bearing abstainers of love. It needs more of beings like you, who aren't afraid of showing up with love on occasions, can welcome people with wider arms, aren't skeptical while choosing to open up their heart out to a stranger outside. Fall out of this cycle. Fall into love for once, twice, thrice, and for infinite times, until your soul is calmer and becomes soothing, and finally attains its desired contentment, goes to home and takes a sound sleep after living an age of insomnia. This week I will work on refining how well I speak to myself. I know my words influence my life and can uplift my mood. I will use them to encourage my journey and empower my creation of more. I will be kind, gentle, encouraging, life-improving, and life-giving with what I say to myself. I will keep telling myself that I am deserving of all good things. I am worthy of all. Type 111 if you agree. God says, your life always knows what you are capable of. It thinks highly of you. It looks up to you. It believes in your infinite potential. You are given mountains because you are not an average person. You can go through a lot of things and still stand steady. Whatever situation you are facing, understand that your life is not your enemy. It is your personal trainer. It is working for you, not against you. You may not realize it, but life is training you into the person you are meant to be. It's helping you to build your muscles and boost your balance, agility, accuracy, coordination, endurance, flexibility, and strength. When you feel like life is too tough to handle, or when you feel that you have been knocked down by life, always remember that you can overcome any high-intensity challenge life gives you. No challenge is bigger than you. God say today, every day is a new day. What other people think of you is none of your business. If it's meant to be, it'll be. Be your own source of happiness. You don't have to follow trends and do what everyone else is doing. How your life feels is more important than how it looks. Embrace your vulnerability. Don't let the world harden you into a person you are not. The first step is always the hardest. Stop rushing the process. You have survived 100% of your bad days. A year from now, you'll wish you had started today. You've got this. I am there with you. Your life may look or feel like an unfinished painting. I want you to know that although you may not be able to see, that is already finished off by me. I had already did creative and brilliant work in your life and in the lives of those you love. Just because you can't see the finished product doesn't mean that it's not going to be a masterpiece. Always be confident and remember that I who began a good work will complete it. So be rest and trust me. I am with you always. There are still more blessings ahead of you than your expectations. God saying today, when I give you a promise, don't try to figure it out by how and when it is going to happen. When you try to do that, you will be trying to make it happen in your own time. And through that, you are giving yourself a chance to get worried and doubt yourself. Always remember, what I promised will never happen in your time because my thoughts, my ways and my timing are different from yours. If I said, I will do it, nothing can stop me from doing that. Sometimes your situation will make you confused, and through that you may feel like the promise I made will never happen. But even at that time, your situation itself is making a chance for you. To remember yourself that, to lie I am not a human being, to change my mind I am not a son of man. You have an important life purpose, and it's time to stop playing it safe. Your power is eternal, and yet you're held down by the heaviness of burdens tied into emotional commitments. The universe is saying something from your past is preventing you from making a choice, and the free spirit within you dreads the thought of being trapped. It's time to do a disappearing act. It may be time to get out of a certain situation and aim for one that better suits your needs. You may even feel obligated to stay, hoping things will get better, or out of a sense of loyalty. Trust your intuition and go with what feels right. Embrace the lesson, for all truly shall be well. God says today, change has been knocking on your door for a while now. Make room for new energy to sweep in. Say goodbye to negativity, control, and disempowerment as you finally make a determined effort to let go of the baggage you've been carrying for so long. As this door closes, a window of light will open up to bigger, better and brighter opportunities and experiences. Know that you are blessed and fully supported by the universe. There's no better time than right now. Everything you're experiencing in this moment is preparing you for the next one. So grab your dreams and catch these divine opportunities with both hands. Everything is already yours for the taking and continue to be. God saying, you are being called to shed any energy that is not in harmony with the person you dream of being. You are such a powerful being. When you release what no longer serves you, you are able to step into your higher power. You are falling in love with the growth process. There isn't a challenge that you can't overcome. Your positive attitude illuminates the best path forward. No matter your current circumstances, give deep thanks for life. You are manifesting so many blessings. An incredible new chapter of life is ahead of you. Have nothing to chase, nothing to fear, and nothing to worry about. Everything is working out to your highest benefit. Miracles are happening for you. Sets in when you highlight your pain and lose sight of your progress. Past hurt can no longer hold you back when you stay committed to your happiness in the present. Change what you create by celebrating your commitment to your well-being. Give yourself more credit. You decided to get up today and fight for your right to be happy. Keep taking it one day at a time. Before you know it, you will be through the storm and thriving. Because you aren't supposed to know these things. You aren't to know how your life is going to play out. All you know is right now, this moment, the breaths you're taking, the choices you're making this instant, the noises you hear in the background. And there is nothing wrong with any of that. There is nothing wrong with living in the moment. You can plan the future and how you'll manage what it comes with, but you'll never ultimately know what happens. So focus on what you can build in your life right now. Focus on what your thoughts tell you about yourself. Focus on what you're feeling and internalize that. Digest it. And if you still don't know what you're supposed to do, don't take it as a sign of failure. Take it as an opportunity for growth, for new doors to open, for new places in your mind to unwrap. Remember, these things take time. You can't be who you haven't learned who to be yet. Steady yourself. You will get there. Wherever God has you in this current season of your life, know that there will always be provision. He will never leave you without. You may be working at a job that pays little to nothing compared to somewhere else, and you want to leave. But you know in your heart that God wants you to stay. It doesn't make sense, but He needs you to trust Him. He will provide for you. He wants to use you as well as heal you. Whereas some may say, go in faith, God desires you to stay in faith so that His greatest work can be done through you. You are the light to someone's darkness. You are a blessing and not a curse to your season. People will be saved and come to know God because of your obedience. You deserve a love that sees you, not someone who just looks at you, someone who really, honestly, sincerely sees who you are. We walk around wearing masks to protect us from being hurt, when deep down, all we want for someone to see beyond the facade and into our hearts. Someone who recognizes that true beauty lies not on the outside, but within us. Someone who acknowledges that you are imperfect, but appreciates your flaws anyways. Someone who knows they have the choice to leave at any time, but still wakes up every morning and decides to stay. You deserve a love that wouldn't risk letting you get away. Angel says, there will be people who will make you feel like you're hurting them when, in reality, they are the ones causing you so much pain. Somehow, they always turn things around and try to convince you that what you're doing is wrong. Such people, they run away from the consequences of their actions. They remain in denial of how their words or their behavior can negatively affect another person. Remember, no matter what they say, don't allow them to get to you. When you're expressing how you feel, or standing up for what you deserve, and they act like you're overreacting, don't believe them. When you point out their red flags and they try to gaslight you, don't give in to them. Don't let them manipulate you into thinking you're at fault for noticing that you deserve better than what they're offering you. Your angel says, learn to forgive yourself for every time you acted against what you deserved because you put someone else first. For all those days you spent alone with your phone in your hand, restless, refusing to ring the only person whom you wanted to hear from, because deep down you knew that they weren't going to pick up. For each night you spent wiping tears that dampened your pillow over people who couldn't take care of your heart. Learn to forgive yourself for being soft in a world that didn't know what to do with a soul like yours, for taking time to learn that love is not pain. Love does not make you uncomfortable. Love is not unsure about you. Love is not wrapped up in apologies and band-aids to cover up all the scars that weren't there before they arrived. Love does not leave too soon or arrive when you no longer want it. Learn to forgive yourself for thinking that love is all those things because those you love didn't know how to cherish you in return. Learn to forgive yourself for questioning love rather than the people who didn't know how to carry the weight of it in their hearts. Learn to forgive yourself for trusting, hurting, and breaking more than once over someone who wasn't worth it. And accept that with forgiveness comes a new chapter. With forgiveness comes hope that you have learned what you needed to. With forgiveness comes responsibility to trust yourself. With forgiveness comes the belief that you know what's right for you, and from now on, you will never accept thing less than what you deserve. Hot and cold is no longer attractive. Keeping me guessing is no longer attractive. It's a turn off when your words don't match your actions. The kind of people I am attracted to now are so different that what my type used to be. When you work on yourself and understand your patterns in relationships, you are then able to break them. When you break your unhealthy patterns, what used to be attractive will no longer be in alignment. And what's not in alignment is not attractive. The more you elevate, the more your connections elevate as a result. Many Christians are stunted in their spiritual growth because they don't understand or express their deep emotions and desires. But being self-aware is crucial to our abilities to connect with God and other people. Psalm 139 is a great example of this. In verse 23, David prays, "Search me, O God, and know my heart." He goes on to ask God to help him with uncovering his anxiety and sin, which are the two main obstacles to experiencing the love and power of God. David inspires us to open our hearts to God by trusting that God is present and He cares. He also guides us in emotionally vulnerable prayer, modeling for us how to talk to God about our real feelings and needs. Psalm 139 is a great gift to help us to connect with our God of compassion with realness. If we go beyond reading it and pray it, we need to slow down and look to the Holy Spirit to help us pray. To help us do this, I've written a guided meditation through Psalm 139. Begin by reading the verses below, then pause to pray and reflect/journal using the corresponding prompts and questions. Verses 1 to 6, how do you feel when you consider that God knows everything about you? Consider that you are in God's presence right now. Verses 7 to 12, in what ways do you tend to hide emotions, needs, or sin, business, helping others, you intellectualizing, eating, another compulsive behavior, entertainment? Talk to God about your verses 13 to 18. What are some of the wonderful ways that God has made you? Is it precious to you that God has loving thoughts for you and is always with you? Give thanks and praise to God for how He, verses 19 to 22, do you admit to and pray about negative feelings? Are you angry towards someone who has mistreated you? Release to God your verses 23 to 24. What is something you're anxious about? How have you offended someone? Offer your confession to God and ask Him to lead you in His ways of hiding emotionally. Has made you and how? He cares for you frustrations of life.